Alright, so after paying attention to this thing for a while, I've determined that the spinning portion is not what's making the noise. It'll speed up, it'll dry, or whatever it is it does, it wrings out the clothes basically. And that's not when it starts making the noise. This thing will go up to full speed, crazy spin, all that, and then the drain kicks on. And that's when you hear that noise. So like the last video that had to do with this thing, we're going to take care of the drain. See if we figure out maybe there's a bearing that's gone bad inside of the pump. Maybe there's another coin in this thing causing the issue. But, just like before, turn the water off. This one's a lever. Sometimes you have a little twist. Make sure it's unplugged. And I've already gone ahead and loosened these up. So you'll probably see a little bit of water drip out of here. Or enough for a towel, which is great. Alright, you get the idea. And then we're going to flip this thing on its face. I started flipping this thing forward, a whole bunch of water started coming out of it, so it's still really full. I assume yours will probably be the same way, so I placed out a bunch of towels. I'm going to do the same. Alright, just like in the last video we did with this thing, we're going to take this out, undo these, so on. The little screws, I don't need to show it again. Just look back at the last video where it has to do with this Whirlpool Cabrio thing. Alright, got the pump out. Looks like the last fix we did is holding up really well. As soon as I move it, a coin fell out. No kidding. Let's take this thing apart and see what else is in there. I don't even have this thing apart yet, and I want to see if there's shaft play. It's like if you ever worked on a turbo before, you notice that if the impeller itself can move. Just stick your finger in the thing, diddle the doodle. I think the pump is going bad, the little motor in here. As long as it still runs, I'm probably going to put this thing back in. But a lot of the problem was the coin. I'm still going to pull this thing apart and take a look. Alright, so I got the thing apart. You can see our last repair right down in there. It's holding up really well. That was the right thing to use, that silicone. Like I said, I've used this stuff a bunch of times. Good to go. This, however, not so much. You can see the movement in the shaft forward and back and side to side. That noise is because this bearing inside of this thing, when it starts spinning, is wearing out. That's gotta be it. There's really no other option. When it's this loose, any motor's going to do the same sort of thing. So it needs replacement. Alright, there is the name. There's the part number. You can even see that it's not made in China. Thank God for that. I don't know if Italy's much better when it comes to quality. I mean, certainly stuff that looks cool. But, yep, we gotta replace this guy. Let's find out how much this made in Italy part is. There it is. The M65 Whirlpool 2790 on Prime. A lot of my videos you guys say, where do you find this? 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 So you see I'm not full of crap. It's on Amazon. Alright, I'm going to put this guy back together. I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to use my wash machine. Obviously for the next 3 days. I'll be hearing that crazy noise. Not so much with the little clinkety clink from the coin, but the crazy whine of this ridiculous motor. I didn't expect that something like this would wear out so early, but this machine gets used a ton. I'm hoping I'm catching all these things before you guys do, anybody runs into the same problem, go ahead and give me a good comment. Let me know if you end up with the same part or the same part number on any type of wash machine you have. We can add it to a list. However, when somebody looks at these things, they don't go, oh, it's another fake video. It says how to fix things, when they're really not. I'm tired of seeing those things. The only reason I end up making these. Any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks for watching. One thing I forgot to mention. If you're not particularly strong, or you're in a laundry room that isn't exactly big, you may have a hard time getting this thing back up from its stomach, or the belly, the front, whatever we're calling it, the abdominal region, back up onto its feet. Mine wanted to slide quite a bit, and being a narrow room, it was a little tough. What I found worked really well is if you start off putting a towel right underneath both of those feet and slide it back as you're rocking it forward. When you go to put it back up on its feet, the whole thing comes right back up, no problem. If you don't do that, you're going to need to be strong, probably call for some help, or just struggle for about 10 minutes like I did. Thanks.